Welcome to the wonderful world of the Mountain Line Bus Company, or Missoula, Montana. I will share with you information from the operations of the company to the drivers and passenger relationships. You will meet one of the bus drivers I have chosen to get to know better. You will see the bus rodeo and the senior shuttle. I hope you will enjoy the program.
It is our philosophy here. I can teach an individual how to drive. I cannot teach an individual how to be a nice person. If I get tired of doing paperwork, I can get up and go out in the van and check the streets.
People. I enjoy people.
Having to discipline operators.
Sometimes the long hours.
You try to be as friendly as you can, and you try to be helpful when you can, and try to accommodate the passengers the best that you can when you can.
We correspond with our radio in case we need to transfer them. So I think the communication is very good.
They're really varied. It kind of depends on the passengers and the individual drivers.
We usually get a lot of people that have never ridden the bus, and they'll try it out.
Our ridership increases.
A lot of people ride it when they're free rides.
People like to have more frequency on some of the routes.
We don't have enough time to get done what we need to get done and to stay on time, and road conditions and things of that nature.
Making time points, making sure everybody can be transferred correctly.
They offer the standard fixed route on the set routes throughout town, and they also offer paratransit for handicapped, elderly, and ADA people that qualify. And then there's a senior shuttle that goes out for shopping trips on Thursdays.
CDL and the passenger's endorsement, and then I went through an extensive 6 to 8 weeks of training here before they even let you out on the road.
I've been trained on all the vehicles we operate, and I've been sent to school for paratransit training.
I'd like to see everybody be able to ride for free, have a somehow where people can just get on the bus, get wherever they need to get to, and not have to worry about fares or anything of that nature.
The time points, I think, are really important, and being able to transfer. That seems to be the biggest for me.
I'd like to move to the top of the seniority list, or actually make it work better.
If an operator is involved in a collision, we call them, we don't call them accidents, we call them collisions, that they go into a training period. We won't put them back on the street until they have had some retraining. And whether it's what we call a preventable accident or non-preventable, which is was it their fault or not, we analyze every accident to find out if and how that could have been prevented in the future.
It must take a lot of patience to deal with all those kids.
Oh, they aren't too bad. Tell them shut up and sit down.
Yeah, but you have that authority, the other passengers don't.
Well, they think we have that authority.
That's true. So are you implying you don't?
We always call it super. We pay attention to our passengers. Didn't you notice that?
Huh?
You didn't think we didn't pay attention?
Apparently now I know you do.
If you wanted to go see how good the drivers really are, the rodeo's coming up here in a couple weeks. Or did they tell you about that already?
No, nobody told me about that.
That's open to whoever wants to go watch it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But they have, what is it, May 2nd, Sunday, May 2nd. It'll be Big Sky High School parking lot, I think.
All the bus drivers go out and do this, huh?
Well, the ones that sign up for it go out there, yeah. They set up a course for you to drive through.
Who's all signed up? I bet you Rob's first one on the list.
No, Rob isn't on it.
Why?
I don't know. You have to talk him into it.
Are you gonna do it?
I'm gonna do it. I think Gail is. Harry signed up.
Is Larry?
I didn't see Larry's name on the list.
I might have to go check that out. What is May 2nd? Is that a weekend?
Sunday.
Is there a certain time or?
I think it's probably Sunday morning. I don't know what time. I don't worry about it till the night before. So they give you a written test, and then you have to do a bus inspection. Then you drive the course, and then they have a verbal quiz on the side too.
Wow. Is that kind of like a fun way of seeing how good you are of an operator?
Well, in a way, it's just something different. I mean, chance for people just to see where they sit.
That's cool.
It's a lot of fun coming out here and kind of testing your skills and seeing how you compete with other people and using tests and things that you do every day out on the real streets. Everybody's having a hard time with this one. It's really hard right there. And then the other reverse is hard because quite honestly you don't usually back up out on the street in a bus too often. Not unless you've got somebody out there to spot for you. Okay, thanks. Thank you.
It doesn't matter, Perry, because when you back up 5 times, that's 50 points. Yeah. Unless they only give us 5 points, we'll do it in a second. That's right.
How'd it go?
It was, there were some tight sections. It was fun though.
Good. Did you do this last year?
I did.
Oh. You got in first place ever?
Not in the, yes, I did get first place in 2000. I also won the state rodeo in 2000, I believe it was.
Do you get to practice for this?
No, we have a walkthrough, and then after the walkthrough, we start competing.
The bus rodeo is an event we held every year in order to test the skills of the drivers. We set up a different course every year, and it has different events, backing up in each direction, left-hand turns, right-hand turns, a serpentine alley, so to speak, which is a snake, and an offset alley, which are 2 different alleys set up diagonally. Rear dual clearance, where they have to take the rear wheels of their tires through some tennis balls. Each individual event is scored differently. We have judges at each event, and they all have a score sheet. So depending on the obstacle course itself, each cone has a different numerical value. For example, maybe the pivot cone on a turn is 20 points, where one of the regular cones in the alleyway may be only 10 points. So they're all judged individually. We have a diminished clearance that goes at through some barrels. They have to have a minimum of 25 miles an hour there. They don't reach that speed limit. They're judged on that. So everyone is different.
I think the mountain lion is a real important part of our community, and I think it's a great opportunity for the community to see the skill that the drivers have that operate the bus system for us.
Well, the top 3 fixed route drivers and the one paratransit driver will go to state, and then if they win state, they can go on to the national competition.
Who else competes?
From across the state, you mean, or?
Yeah.
I know Billings does, Great Falls. I think Helena, Bozeman might, and then paratransit. They're all over the state. A lot of small communities have a paratransit, rural paratransit.
I applied and I wound up here.
Why did you choose Mountain Lion besides that? Was there any other
It
reason?
looked like an interesting job where you still dealt with people.
Are you a people person?
Oh, I like to think so.
Is there a certain kind of passenger that you like more than others, or is it all the same?
I'd say they're all the same because they're all different, so you see the whole gamut. And that's what keeps it interesting.
How do you feel about your fellow drivers?
Oh, heck, it's a great team of people that all work well together to keep it running, because if they didn't, it wouldn't work. It's kind of like a family. You get along with everybody, but not everybody's real close.
So do you think Missoula's a good place?
Yeah, it is. It's big enough to feel big, but yet small enough to be small.
Yeah. So you do both paratransit and fixed, right?
Yes, I do.
Which do you like better? Or
Everybody asks what you like better, and I'd say I don't like one better than the other. They're two different things. I mean, paratransit, you're running all over town, driving all over town, trying to meet your schedule and pick people up and get them where they're going. And a fixed route, you have a set route you run. And both have their pressures and their good points and their bad points. You can't really compare them. Together they make it real interesting.
so I noticed you're really friendly with the passengers.
Well, I think you gotta be somewhat a people person in order to be able to do this job. I mean, people don't like being treated like cattle, or and a little personalized service doesn't hurt. That comes from my retail background. Oh, I don't know. I know you don't have to get good grades in college.
How would you know that?
Oh, that's a little bird told me.
Okay. Fun in this town.
For what?
For fun.
For fun?
Yeah.
To make knives and work on cars.
Car buff, huh?
Oh yeah. Some stuff just in your blood.
Yeah.
Is the company real big on teamwork?
Yeah, the system depends on teamwork to run. That's what keeps everything flowing. If there wasn't teamwork, might as well be taxi cabs.
How do you handle aggravating passengers?
You just have to smile and be nice.
I'm glad to see, the public getting involved. I'm glad to see that they'll have a chance to see this video and understand our system better or more. It's surprising how many people in this town have never ridden the bus unless their car breaks down or the snow flies and they can't get out of their driveway. And for some of the disabled community, I would really like to see them get out. There are many people that don't know we offer this kind of service that will go to their homes and actually pick them up, take them to doctor's appointments or shopping. And like I say, they're reclusive and just shut-ins, and we can get them out.
Oh, I just think Mountain Lion's a really good company. I'm real happy here. I really enjoy the people, and I like to see more people ride it. So I think with this new program, this is going to be great.
Interesting job that's different every day, even though you're driving the same routes.
Ride the bus.
I chose to do my documentary on the bus company because I wanted to give something back to their company, because I've been riding the bus for 4 years and they've given me the utmost respect and courtesy. I started riding my freshman year and I really didn't want to. I decided that I hated public transportation and it wasn't even worth it. I've gotten to know the passengers and drivers in the past 4 years. I'm also closer to the bus drivers now than I was before, and I would like to personally thank them and the bus company, and this is my way of doing it. And I hope that in them seeing this, they can be as proud of themselves as I am, and to know that they got their name out there and that at least one rider cares about where they're going and what they're doing.